Hello students and welcome back to the discussion on value at risk. So we'll take up here the few of the models of value at risk here. So majorly these are the theoretical models. So we need to look at more detailedly on the numerical aspects of model building approach. This is only the one model which discuss more clearly and widely used. So hence we will be using more practical aspects on only the model building approach. The rest all other models are theoretical model. Fine. The model that we come across here is historical simulation, linear model, quadratic model, Monte Carlo simulation, and stress testing and the back testing. Okay, let's go through each of these. What are this linear model? Right. This model used for calculating value at risk by taking the standard deviation, covariance and between the two assets by the changes in the value of the assets in the two different periods. Right. So what we try to do is how much is the value it is going to change. The change in the value is been calculated by calculating the statistical tools like the standard deviation and the covariance between the assets. Right. If we say like we have the two different or widely diversified investment assets, right, at an interval of time, the two interval of the time, right, might be like let's say today and tomorrow, or 1 hour before and after. At the two interval of time, how much is the variation in the value at risk, right? So here to get this, what is that we need to do is first we need to calculate the standard deviation of change over a n days, that number of days that we are looking forward, right? Than at the different confidence level, and this model is more appropriate when the assets includes our options, right? So here what it says is we need to have a diversified portfolio. Suppose we have an investment that we have been done in a risky investment like equity, right? And also we have parallelly we have like options. So this when the investments are diversified and risky in nature, right? So linear model would be more appropriate in terms of estimating the value at risk. Okay. Then look at the quadratic model, right? So quadratic model, what they use is they focus more on calculating, or they focus on the concept of gamma, as we will be remembering the concept of gamma in option Greeks. The concept of gamma is a one which measure the change in the volatility of the delta, right? Measure of change of delta, how much change in the delta will lead to change into the option prices, right? So it's going to focus more on the delta value, variation into the delta, that gives the important volatility by using concept of gamma, right? The gamma is defined as the rate of change of the delta with respect to the market variables. It measures the change in the portfolio value with changes in the market variables, right? As I said, like different market variables that we take into the consideration. We have like n number of market variables. So here we need to be selective what market variables are more widely are acceptable, which is affecting to the portfolio, and it is going to measure the gamma value, right? Effect of change in the gamma value. By taking this gamma value, right, we can able to measure the value at risk at the two interval of time, that is again with the time frame, with the level of confidence, and with what probability that the results can be acceptable. Then we have like Monte Carlo approach, Monte Carlo simulation approach. This generate the probability distribution for a vast different sample valued are required to be used, and it requires to update it and the current market variables each day, right? So Monte Carlo simulation approach, what happens? Again, it takes the historical data, right? And they calculate the chances, the change in the variable with what probability. In the past, how much the prices has been changed and with what probability the changes of the prices has been taken, and they try to compare that with the current market prices, right? The difference in the value of the previous day to the current day would determine the value at risk, right? So simple, what they do is they depend heavily onto the historical data, historical closing prices with what probability the prices has been changed, and they compare that with the current market price with the probability changes. With this, the current and the previous, they try to calculate the value at risk. Other important thing again, stress testing and the back testing. So stress testing is nothing but a stress is being used a word because it is referred to the event. Now what is the events under extreme events in economy or in a country or at a global level? Let's say extreme events like global financial crisis 2008, which it is considered as a very extreme event, global event, right? So if you look currently, if you just take this COVID pandemic is also an extreme event. Now under such events, how the markets has been performed, right? That is the what we call as a stress events, or I call as a stress trend. During this event, during, before, after, how the markets has been performed. What is the variability, what is the volatility of the markets or a portfolio during, before and after such events. Backtesting refers to the historical data, okay, before the event, which is what we call as a backtesting. So stress testing involves identifying most extreme events in the past years and estimating how the portfolio has performed under such extreme events, and this helps to develop the probability of occurrence under such events with a level of confidence, right? We need to have a series of events and we need to know with what probabilities the returns, or with what probability the variations were occurred, and it has been proved in the past. Based on such events, right, in coming forward, based on such similar events, we can also predict what could be the possibility of variation into the returns. Coming to the back testing, it goes in hand, that is stress testing and the back testing goes in hand. Looking at the back testing involves the testing of VAR estimate in the past with the reality check. Reality means current check. This estimate reasonably evaluate risk with the acceptance of method used. Okay, so this is about the different types of tests that we have been coming across. Similarly, the historical simulation test is also similar, which is not been discussed here, right? So it is also taken into the consideration about the historical events and how it has been performed for the various different variables, different market variables, with the level of probability and comparing that with the current market price, and helps to measure the volatility, that is the value at risk. Fine. So in short, this is about the concepts of different models of value at risk. Okay, thank you.